everybody, and welcome to Racing from
Delaware Park.
Delaware Park. I'm Rich Glazier, and we're going to take a look at Monday's racing. We got a little bit of heat back again after a few days of beautiful weather. A little warm today, but not a problem, and we had a fast track and a firm turf. You know whose birthday it was today? An old-time owner here at Delaware Park, Leonard Klinghoffer. Lenny used to have horses with Sam Cronk, and whenever he won a race, I'd say, hey, tell Lenny, buy me a burger. And he said, come on, Rich, I'll buy you a burger, but he never did because I was working. I couldn't go sit down and eat a burger. But anyway, he did buy me a shoe shine one time. But anyway, Lenny, 95, and I hear you're still going strong, so happy birthday to you, buddy. You supported this game for many years. All right. That takes care of the birthday wishes. And now, Bungie, his horse scratched today, so after his $51 winner on Saturday, he couldn't make it two in a row today, but maybe he'll have one for Wednesday. Do you? He does. Look how he talks. Now, come on over to this side, Bungie. Come on. he sort of listens to me. All right, Bungie, what do you got for Wednesday? Band of Angels. Band of Angels is the name. Yeah, Bungie, I wanted to tell you, a lot of people came up to me Saturday and today and told me that they bet your horse, the $51 horse, on Saturday, and they were very happy. And you know what? Oh, wait a minute. Bungie says that makes him happier than anything. He don't care if he had it. Are you betting? Are you 21? But he's happy when he hears other people had it, so he's glad a lot of people did listen to him. They had their doubts at those odds, but got the job done. All right. Anything else? All right, Band of Angels for Wednesday. All right. And that does it for Bungie's portion of the show. Now let's get to the serious portion of the show. The races, the replays of the races run on the Monday. And here's who was in the opener. A field of 5. There was one scratch. Miss Piccadilly was scratched. The 4 to 5 favorite was Katie's Reward. And now John Kern is ready to call.
And they're off. Ooh, stumbling to the start there was the two, but quickly regained feet and is actually battling for the lead. On the outside, Katie's Reward toward the inside. Polarization going at it now head-to-head as they make their way down the back stretch. Dancing Cool settles nicely in the third, followed by Queen Fantabulous. Bagels and Locks brings up the rear about 9 lengths off that lead already as they approach the half-mile marker and pass it now. Opening quarter goes in, and we've got it right here, 22-2. Good tempo being set as they race into the turn with Polarization. Hard used in the early going there to get that lead there, despite that rugged start there. Leads it by a clear 2.5 lengths. Katie's Reward racing second, Dancing Cool to the outside. Queen Fantabulous has a rail run, if good enough. The trailer, Bagels and Locks, but Polarization is sprinted clear by 4 or 5. Well off the rails, they head for home. Down on the inside, Queen Fantabulous trying to kick it in, followed by Katie's Reward and Dancing Cool. It's Polarization now shortening stride. Here comes Queen Fantabulous on the inside. Up on the outside, Dancing Cool, 3 with a shot. A furlong to go. Slipping through on the inside, Queen Fantabulous now takes the lead. Dancing Cool coming on the outside. Queen Fantabulous and Dancing Cool at the line. Dancing Cool nailing Queen Fantabulous.
Now coming out from the middle of the track, coming down the stretch is Dancing Cool to get up and win. For it, it's a sin if you didn't bet on Cintron, Alex Cintron, for Scott Lake, who's been winning races. Had a good week last week, starts off this week with a win. Joe Bessiger wins a lot of races, is the owner. 880, 380, 260. Queen Fantabulous with Chappie, 1440 and 640. Polarization with Hernandez, 360. The exacta 8140. The trifecta 462 even. And No Superfecta as the first horse in the first race wins again. Had a lot of defections in the second race for one reason or another. Scratched the 3, 6, 7, and 8. So that's just left 5 to go. And the big 3 to 5 favorite dropping way down, Cowboy Night. Here's John with the action.
And they're off. Cowboy Night breaks well, goes for that lead. Up on the outside, CC's Warrior. Rushing up toward the inside, Chinquapin to challenge that leader as they move down the backstretch. Chinquapin with a rail, Cowboy Night up on the outside, and CC's Warrior. Those three now across the track, all dueling for command. Sitting perfect right behind them, Refunded a close-up fourth, and Self-Start is the trailer as they race past the half-mile marker. Chinquapin on the inside, Cowboy Night on the outsider, heads apart. Refunded is advanced toward the inside of CC's Warrior, and Self-Start only about 3.5 lengths separates the field as they make their way into the turn. Cowboy Night now sticks a neck in front of Chinquapin. CC's Warriors there, Self-Start, and Refunded is dropped back to last. 3/8 to go, and Cowboy Night, the favorite, edging away by a length. Chinquapin racing second. Now Refunded's back for more, splitting horses as they head for home. Cowboy Night in front. Refunded, the main threat on the outside, it appears. Down on the inside, Chinquapin. Next in line, Self-Start, and here comes Refunded to the front. Refunded dropped back, but came again, and now has command with a 16th to go. It's all Refunded down the lane, and Daniel Centeno to win it by 3. Going to be tight for second. Self-Start on the outside, getting up for second. Cowboy Night faded to third.
Refunded takes the second. And the jockey, it made sense to bet on Centeno. Danny Centeno. Scott Lake takes the double. Told you he was starting to win a lot. Richard Malouf, the owner. $13, $4, and $2.20. Self-Start with Cedeno, $3.80, $2.10. And Cowboy Night with Gonzalez, $2.10. The exacta, $42. That's a Scott Lake exacta, by the way, 2 and 4. He trained both of them. $42. The try, $85.60. The double, the old 1-2 Scott Lake double, $41. There was no superfecta in that race. And now we go to the third. Get ready. Do-do-do-do-do-do. 2-year-olds on the turf. Woohoo! And they're going 7.5 furlongs on that firm turf. Bungie's horse is the one you see in gray, embossed. That one's scratched. Bungie was looking forward to betting a 2-year-old turf race, but 'twas not to be today. Well, he bet it anyway, but his pick was scratched. And the favorite in here was Pleasant Mo at 3-2. Let's watch the babies go on the grass.
2-year-olds, fillies on the turf, and they're off. And it's a pretty good start for them all. Launch sequence away well. Picture Perfect USA toward the inside. Right there is Paisley Singing. Dunivers has the rail, and Gypsy Girl entry mate right alongside. Lovely Brown has one beaten. That's Pleasant Mo as they race into that first turn. Picture Perfect USA leads it by 2. Dunivers has the rail. Launch sequence moves up alongside there, heads apart in second and third, and getting out Page Singing on the outside, now drifting out and taking Gypsy Girl with her. Getting out badly around the bend was the 5 horse there, Page Singing, disrupting the back of the pack. Opening quarter went in 23 and 4 as they straighten away. On the front end, Picture Perfect USA leads it by 2 with Dunivers to the inside of launch sequence. Now it's about 7 lengths to Pleasant Mo, who's not affected by that, who's moved up on the inside of Lovely Brown and far back to Gypsy Girl, and Paisley Singing, I think, has been pulled up and out of the race as they make their way past the half in 47 and 1. Picture Perfect USA on the front end by a half. Dunivers now pressuring in second. Launch sequence going evenly. Pleasant Mo and Lovely Brown both trying to rally 4th and 5th. The rest are out of it as they hit the top of the the stretch. Picture Perfect USA on the inside. Dunniverse on the outside, still heads apart as they swing for home. Trying to rally now. Pleasant Mo and Lovely Brown with a furlong to go. Dunniverse on the outside. Picture Perfect USA. Lovely Brown and Pleasant Mo, the first timers, are both trying to rally, looking for room in between outside horses. Here comes Lovely Brown and Pleasant Mo. It's Dunniverse in front. Lovely Brown, Pleasant Mo. Dunniverse, Lovely Brown surging. Pleasant Mo, a thriller at the line. Could go.
And coming on at the end and getting up. Not easy to do. Win with a first-time starter from the outside post on the turf. And Lovely Brown did it. Lovely Brown did it for CC Carol Cedeno. And speaking of C's, the first race was won by Alex Cintron. Starts with a C. The second race was won by Danny Centeno. Starts with a C. And the third race was won by Carol Cedeno. Starts with a C. I see a trend developing here. Anyway, Bungie had picked and bossed because he bets breeding, and that one was by Medaglia d'Oro. And that one scratched, left Bungie without a pick. But Lovely Brown is by Atreides, who is by Medaglia d'Oro. He would have gone to this one if he would have known. And look at that price, $19.60, $7.60, $4.20. Good training job by our old friend Steve Glaceris, James Shannon Jr., the owner. $19.60, $7.60, $4.20, as I said. Duniverse with Jeremy Rose, a big effort, $3.80, $2.60. Pleasant Mo with Cintron, $2.40. The exact is $71.60. The try, $182.40. They double, $90.40. The CCC last name jockey pick 3, $139.10. And the super with the 2, $162. And that winner was another Delaware certified winner. All right, back to the main track we go, but it's a distance. A mile and 70 yards. I don't know who scratched, so it must be anonymous. The 3 to 5 favorite, Steve Asmussen, Hall of Fame trainer, sends this one in. Viridia, the 3 to 5 favorite. Let's see if the chalk gets it done.
And they're off. Pretty even start for them all. Don't Charge It away well. Goes for that lead. Down on the inside, Viridia tugging at the bit. Up on the far outside, Ruby Punch. Those three across the track. Dazzle Me trying to settle in behind that group. And on the far outside, there goes My Girl. Maybe caught 5 wide into that bend and is. We have 5 across the track in the early going. Viridia now well off the rail. Leads it by a length. Between horses, that's Don't Charge It. Up on the outside, there goes My Girl and Ruby Punch. And Dazzle Me taken back in 5th as they make their way around that first turn. Opening quarter goes in 24-2, and Viridia leads it by a neck. There goes My Girl right there to challenge now in second. 2 lengths further back to Ruby Punch. Don't Charge It. And on the inside, it's Dazzle Me as they make their way down the backstretch. Viridia in front by a neck. There goes My Girl is right there in second. Left further back to Don't Charge It. Dazzle Me on the inside of that one. Ruby Punch up on the outside, 3 wide as they approach the half-mile marker. Favorite Viridia showing the way after a half in 48-1. There goes My Girl still right there on the outside as they race into the turn. Followed by, on the inside, Dazzle Me up on the outside. There goes My Girl. Don't Charge Us moved into that second spot as they race into the turn. Viridia still controlling the tempo. Leads it by 2 over Don't Charge It. Dazzle Me advancing just a bit toward the inside of that one. Then there goes My Girl dropping out and Ruby Punch the trailer. Right now, Viridia in command. Opens up 3 lengths on Dazzle Me and Don't Charge It. Both under a drive, but Viridia again getting well off the rail. Leads it by 3. Dazzle Me trying to rally toward the inside of Don't Charge It. They're battling in second and third, but right now, they're no threat to the leader. Viridia now begins to draw away with every stride. Viridia by 4, by 5, by 6. Steve Asmussen set this one in to get the job done, and she will easily. Viridia under Alex Cintron wins it by about 9 or 10. Dazzle Me second best. Don't Charge It third.
And the favorite, despite getting out a little bit, got the job done easily. Viridia. Another C. Alex Cintron picks up his second win. And Hall of Famer Steve Asmussen, the trainer, doesn't send many into Delaware, but he picked a good spot here. Paradise Farms Corporation the owner. 320, 220, 210. Dazzle Me with Suarez, 720, 260. Don't Charge It with Garcia, 210. The Exacta 1880, that 1-2-3 try, 3160. The Double, 3220. The Pick 3, 9540. The Pick 4, 373.40. And there was no Superfecta because there weren't enough horses, but would have been 1, 2, 3, 4 if there had been. Alrighty, on to the 5th. Will the C's continue? Let's see, do we have any in here? We've got Centeno on the 2. And that's it. So it's up to Danny to keep the C's alive. Anyway, scratch the 8. Scratch that 8 horse. Guermarullo. Favorite was German Street. No, the favorite was Centeno with the 2 Jersey's Kittens. Not only is it the only jockey with his last name starting with C, it's the only circle in my circles of the race. Let's see what happens.
He's back in the stirrups. We're about set again. And they're off. Toward the inside, German Street away well. Jersey's Kittens is there. Miss Radar being hustled. Those 3 across the track in the early going. Next line, taking it easy up on the outside, Speeding Starlet. Shifra Magician. Mokla gets away last as they race into that first turn with Miss Radar well off the rail, getting out around the bend there. Has a slight advantage, but will give that away around the turn to German Street. Miss Radar coming back for more. Miss Radar has the lead by a length and a half. German Street settles in a second. Jersey's Kittens right alongside in third. Taking it easy found the rail, followed by Speeding Starlet. Shifra Magician has 1 beaten, and that is Mokla as they straighten away down the Delaware backstretch. Opening quarter 24-1, and a headstrong Miss Radar showing the way by about 2 lengths. Jersey's Kittens edging closer in second. German Street has the rail in third, then a gap or 2 to Speeding Starlet and Taking it easy. Shifra Magician going along in sixth, and the trailer still is Mokla. As they approach the half-mile marker and pass the half in 48-1, Miss Radar, long shot on the board, trying to pull a big upset, leads it by 2 lengths still as they race into the turn. Jersey's Kittens chasing in second, followed by German Street taking it easy. Shifra Magician now looking up between horses there. She's putting in a bit of a rally as Speeding Starlet's dropping back, and Mokla continues the trail. They begin to bunch up a bit. Jersey's Kittens has dead aim on Miss Radar, who gets out once around the bend as they head for home. Big gap on the inside for Taking it easy. Behind horses, Shifra Magician, a late rally from German Street on the outside. Jersey's Kittens to the front. Taking it easy is there. Shifra Magician's putting in a strong run. Far outside, it's German Street, and it's Jersey's Kittens trying to hold on. Jersey's Kittens in front, and Jersey's Kittens will win it. Shifra Magician taking it easy, second and third. German Street settled for fourth.
Jersey's Kittens, the only circle in the race, the only jockey whose last name started with a C, wins the race. Danny made sense to bet on Centeno. This one for Jose Samangeo for BB Racing Stable Incorporated. 680, 340, 240. Shifra Magician with Garcia, 340, 260. Taking it easy with Acosta, 360. The Exacta, 28.40. The try, $91. The 1-2 double, $9.80. The pick 3, $70.30. And the super with the 1, $81.40. 5 races in the books. Every race has been won by a jockey whose last name starts with C. Uh-oh. What are you going to do this race? You got Koa, Cintron, Chappie, and Cedena. The only one is Kirsten Swan is on the 5's, the only one that doesn't begin with a C. Well, will she upset the apple cart, or will it be one of the C's again? The big favorite in here was Miss Oliphant at 1-5. Here's Mr. Kern with, Mr. Kern, that starts with a C.
Trying to straighten away the 6 in the gate, and they're off. Toward the inside, Miss Patriot away well, but not really being hustled for that lead as Country Miss goes for the lead. Flat Out Screaming is there. Far outside, Miss Alphon looking for a spot. Colonel Bailey, and Miss Patriot hugs the rail as they race into that first turn. Country Miss will try and dictate the tempo, leads it by about a length and a half. Up there, 3 wide, your favorite Miss Alifant, flat out screaming between horses. Miss Patriot has the rail secured in 4th, then a gap of 2 lengths to Colonel Bailey as they curl around that clubhouse turn. Opening quarter goes in 24 and 3 comfortable fractions on the front end for Country Miss, leads it by a length. Miss Alifant moves up on the outside a bit closer with flat out screaming. Miss Patriot is racing in 4th, and Colonel Bailey continues the trail about 6 lengths from front to back as they make their way down the back stretch. Country Miss by 3 parts over Miss Alifant. Miss Patriot gaining some ground toward the inside in 3rd as flat out screaming is dropped back just a bit, and 4 lengths further back to the trailer Colonel Bailey as they cut the half in 48 and 3 and race into the turn. Country Miss and Miss Alifant are heads apart with 3/8 to go. Miss Patriot's trying to hang in there in 3rd and gaining some ground, then a gap of 5 to flat out screaming and Colonel Bailey as they race around the bend. Miss Alifant sticks a neck in front. Country Miss trying to battle back. Miss Patriot's edging closer in 3rd, 3 still with a shot with a quarter to go, and Miss Alifant, the favorite, now takes over as they head for home. Miss Patriot under a drive trying to stay with that one, and Country Miss toward the inside. It's Miss Alifant in front by 2 as they swing for home. The 6 furlongs in 1:13 and 2. Miss Alifant leads it by 3. Miss Patriot couldn't keep up. Country Miss has dropped back. It's Miss Alifant now in total command with a 16th to go. Miss Alifant draws away by 5. Miss Patriot easily second best. Country Miss 3rd. It's a miss on the try. Miss Alifant wins it. Miss Patriot getting second.
Well, the big favorite romps here, Miss Alifant. Look at that, another C. Carol Cedeno, CC, a double. Mary Epler, the trainer for the Mary Epler Racing Stable Incorporated and Flying Pheasant Farm, LLC. 260, Toten. Miss Patriot with Koa, 340-220. Country Miss with Cintron, 340. Exacta 620, the try $22. They double, 960. The pick 3, 780. And there was new Superfecta. Race number 7. 3rd turf race of the day. This one 1 mile and 70 yards. Scratch the 8. The only jockey whose last name starts with C is the longest shot on the board here, Ricardo Chappie. Let's see what happens. The favorite was Minister Strike. This race is a thriller.
And they're off. Boppin' and a Weavin' breaks well, goes for that lead toward the inside. It's codename Raven. Argenic between horses up on the outside. Dreamin' of Frank and Rock Solid Golfer looking for a spot as they come by the finish line the first time. Boppin' and a Weavin' leads it. Dreamin' of Frank eager to go. In that second spot, Argenic settles nicely toward the inside of that one in 3rd, followed by Codename Raven and Rock Solid Golfer. 2 lengths further back to I Got Yours 6 and Imposing Will, and Minister Strike is at the back of the pack as they make their way around the first turn. Boppin' and a Weavin' leads it by 2. Dreamin' of Frank, the long shot, racing 2nd. Argenic is in between horses. Codename Raven back on the rail racing in 4th. A length and after, Rock Solid Golfer in a good spot in 5th. And then comes Imposing Will, I Got Your 6 and Minister Strike. They're bunching up at the backstretch. Opening quarter went in 23 and 3, 5 furlongs to go. Boppin' and a Weavin' to catch. Argenic is right there in 2nd with Dreamin' of Frank alongside 3rd. Codename Raven has had a good trip so far in 4th. Rock Solid Golfer's on the move in 5th, followed by I Got Your 6 Imposing Will. Minister Strike has yet to move as they race into the turn. Half 47 and 1. Boppin' and a Weavin'. Argenic is in pursuit. Codename Raven still with a rail trip. Up on the outside, Rock Solid Golfer. Dreamin' of Frank is still hanging in there. They're well grouped with a quarter to go with Boppin' and a Weavin' still on the front end as they head for home. Argenic continues to chase. Codename Raven saved all the ground. Up on the outside, Dreamin' of Frank trying to hang in there. Rock Solid Golfer. Minister Strike from the back of the pack, but Boppin' and a Weavin' still in front. Codename Raven's coming on the inside, followed by Argenic on the far outside. Minister Strike is rolling from the back of the pack. Boppin' and a Weavin', Codename Raven, Minister Strike on the outside with Rock Solid Golfer. We've got a foursome.
Wow. 4 of them at the wire. And after a long photo, it was determined the favorite, Minister Strike, wins it for Clever Trevor. His first mount of the day. Clever Trevor McCarthy breaks up the C's here. Jamie Ness, leading trainer for Jagger Incorporated. 560, 340, 320. Codename Raven just misses with Rodriguez. 940, 580. And Boppin' and Weavin' was right there too with Marin. 660. And Rock Solid Golfer, just another nose or two back. 5460, the try 446.60, the double 780, the pick 3 1630, pick 5 $344, and the super with the 9 618.30.
Claims.
And there was a claim. Argentic went to Neil Morris. 8th and final at 1 mile. And what a good race this one was. We had graded stakes winners in here, stakes competitors, top trainers. Good race. Ended up that Navarro, Jorge Navarro's horse, the last horse in the last race, Salsa's Return, did go off the favorite. But there's work to be done here. They all have a shot. Here's the 8th and final with John Kern.
We're about set. And they're off. Warrior of the Roses breaks well as usual, hustling with the rail. Belfort wants to keep that inside spot into that first turn and does so. Senior Investment between horses, followed by down toward the inside, getting a nice spot. That is Something Awesome as they make their way around that first turn. On the front end, it is Belfort showing the way. Belfort leads it by about a length. Warrior of the Roses right there in second. We'll have to settle for the second spot today. Senior Investment racing in third. Something Awesome is fourth. 2 lengths further back to Salsa's Return. And the trailers are VIP Code and toward the inside, Balivor. Opening quarter went in 24-1. Modest fractions for this group as they make their way down the backstretch. And on the front end, it's still Balfour showing the way. Leads it by a length and 3/4. Warrior of the Roses now a patient second. A length and further back to Senior Investment and Something Awesome right alongside. 4 lengths further back. Down toward the inside, Balivor looks to move up, followed by Salsa's Return. And up on the outside, VIP Code. Half goes in 47-1. They pick things up that quarter as they race into the turn. On the front end, it's still Belfort and Trevor McCarthy showing the way. Leads it by a length. On the inside, Senior Investments making a nice rail run quickly into contention, followed by Something Awesome. Then comes War of the Roses dropping back down toward the inside, angling off the rail. It's Balivor as they head for home. Senior Investments had a dream trip and slips on through, has it by a length. Senior Investment in front. Balfour is trying to battle back in second. 4 lengths further back to the rest of them. A late run from VIP Code on the outside. Salsa's Return between horses, but it's Senior Investment under left-handed encouragement. Battling back on the outside, it's Balfour. Senior Investment is holding on. Balfour a game second. 6 lengths further back.
Whoa, close one, but Senior Investment does hold on for Get Well with Pimentel. Julian Pimentel, his only mount of the day for Mario Montoya and the Waldorf Racing Stables LLC. 1580 through 860, 460. Belfort with McCarthy 522.80. Salsa's Return 280 with Suarez. Exacta 70.20. The try 188.40. The double 55.80. The pick 3 23.70. The pick 4, 158.70, and the superfecta with the 6, 687.40. And that concludes an interesting card of racing today. And let's see what the handle was. I creeped over the million mark. 1,110,034. So that does it for Monday. Our next live racing day is Wednesday. Band of Angels is Bungie's pick. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, and good night.
Yards to go. The left is going to be an easy winner. Going into the